Hello and welcome everyone in this brand new tutorial of Bachelor First Year Compulsory English. And today also we are going to discuss a very wonderful story, that is King John and the Abbot of Canterbury. आजको क्लासमा पनि हामी King John र Abbot of Canterbury को बारेमा डिस्कस गर्दैछौं. Okay, so in our earlier video we had discussed about the characters, we had discussed about the setting, we had discussed about the plot line or the storyline which is mentioned in the poem. हो हामीले अघिल्लो क्लासमा कन्टेक्स्ट पनि पढ्यौं, क्यारेक्टर्स पनि पढ्यौं. त्यस्तै गरेर यो पोएममा के छ त कथा, what is the story inside the poem, यो कविता भित्र के कथा छ भन्ने बारेमा पनि अलरेडी स्टडी गरिसकेका छौं. So today we have three different things to be discussed. Number one is interpretation level, number next critical thinking level, and finally we do have assimilation level. आज हामीले यो तीनवटा different levels को बारेमा चर्चा गर्दै छौं. Okay, so without any delay let's go to today's class. आजको क्लासतिर जाउँ. Okay, so के हुन्छ भने storyमा there is a kind of downfall of so-called sophisticated people. सम्भ्रान्त भनिएका वर्गहरूको डाउनफल को बारेमा कुराकानी गरिएको छ, isn't it? That's why I'm going to interpret the story on the similar ground. म त्यही आधारलाई लिएर म कथालाई interpret गर्दैछु. Okay, so the story is trying to tell us, or the poem is trying to tell us a very wonderful message, and the message is money is temporary, post is temporary, but the knowledge that we get remains ever and ever and ever. Or let's say art immortalizes the mortal. Education makes people immortal for lifetime. शिक्षाले मान्छेहरूलाई आजीवनसम्मको लागि अमर बनाउन सक्छ. Money cannot buy education. पैसाले शिक्षा किन्न सक्दैन. The poem is also trying to tell the same, because knowledge has the supreme power. Knowledge creates money, knowledge creates the post, isn't it? That's why knowledge is the most superior thing in the universe. For example, okay, in this poem as well, the shepherd had a brilliant mind, उसँग एकदम सुन्दर mind थियो, so that he became able to persuade, means to convince the king in such situation as well, isn't it? जसमा राजाले त अबोटलाई त म तेरो प्रपर्टी पनि लिन्छु, even I will take your life as well भनेको थियो, isn't it? उले त म तेरो सम्पत्ति पनि लिन्छु, तेरो ज्यान पनि लिन्छु भनेको थियो. But a simple shepherd भने के हो? भेडाको ठालो, isn't it? A simple shepherd saved the life of the abbot, who was very rich, who was very popular, who was very famous, isn't it? That's why we should not underestimate the common people. Common people also might have brilliant ideas, हैन? सोझा साझा मान्छेहरुसँग पनि brilliant idea हुन सक्छ, isn't it? They also might have creativity. उनीहरुसँग पनि त्यो रचनात्मकता हुन सक्छ. That's why we should not underestimate such people. हामीले त्यस्तो मान्छेहरुलाई underestimate गर्नु हुँदैन. This is the thing that the poem is trying to tell us. Oh, okay. So now let's go to the critical thinking level. अब हामी critical thinking level तिर जाउँ. The poem is very wonderful. We know it because it has tried to give us a very wonderful message as well. कति राम्रो message पनि दिएको छ, isn't it? But there are certain weaknesses. There are certain weaknesses that we can easily question. Okay, it's in the text itself. Okay, so let me make some critical reading. Let me go on making critical argument on this particular poem. Number one, can a king directly tell the citizen or the common people to take the life? राजाले म तेरो जिन्दगी लिन्छु भनेर एकैचोटी भन्न सक्छ कसैलाई? Number one. Number next is it possible for the Abbot of Canterbury to get such popularity more than, or let's say higher than that of the king? त्यो राजाको भन्दा ठुलो प्रसिद्धि सम्मान पाउनका लागि चाहिँ एउटा अबोटलाई चाहिँ इज इट पोसिबल? नम्बर नेक्स्ट, इज इट पोसिबल फर द शेफर्ड टु सल्भ सच क्लेभर क्वेसन, सच ट्रिकी क्वेसन्स विदिन अ सेकेन्ड? त्यति सजिलो हुन्छ? एन्ड इज इट पोसिबल फर द शेफर्ड टु डिस्गाइज हिमसेल्फ एज एन अबोट विदिन 15 days? क्यान्ट द किङ रिकग्नाइज द भोइस? राजाले भोइसलाई रिकग्नाइज गर्न सक्दैन, चिन्न सक्दैन? Isn't it? And can the king pardon such fraud people? राजाले त्यो शेफर्ड त फ्रड हो नि, isn't it? Because he disguised himself as an abbot and then came to the palace. त्यस्तो फ्रडलाई चाहिँ राजाले पनिश गर्न सक्दैनन् र? Isn't it? So we can question the poem in such grounds. Okay. So after this, let's go to the final section of this particular poem, that is assimilation level. अब हामी एसिमिलेसन को बारेमा चर्चा गर्छौं. ओके, कति मिठो पोएम छ, isn't it? मेसेज पनि यति मिठो छ. Though we question the poem in some grounds, but it has a very wonderful message. We know it very well. हामीलाई राम्रोसँग थाहा छ यो पोएमसँग यति मिठो मेसेज छ, isn't it? So what is the thing that you have got from the poem, or have you heard such similar poem in your lifetime? त्यही नै हो assimilation. I have been repeating it from my earlier videos. मेरा अघिल्ला भिडियोजहरुबाट मैले रिपिट गरिरहेको कुरै त्यही छ. So in this particular poem, I am not going to tell the story, but what message I have got, what inspired me from this poem. Okay, यो कविताबाट चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ केले चाहिँ इन्स्पायर्ड गर्यो भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ म ल्याउँछु. We should not, okay, from this poem I've got a very wonderful message, that is we should not underestimate anyone on the basis of economic class. हामीले कसैलाई पनि आर्थिक क्लासको बारेमा अथवा वर्गको रूपमा राखेर कसैलाई पनि कम्पेयर गर्नु हुँदैन. Because such people also might have brilliant ideas. त्यस्ता व्यक्तिहरुमा पनि brilliant ideasहरु छन्, isn't it? You can take the example of Bishenagarji. Bishenagarji, okay, I'm not going to point out any sort of caste and other things over here. Okay, I'm not going to promote any classes. But by then, okay, Bishenagarji used to be considered as the lower caste. Okay, and Prithvinarayan Saha, he was from a royal class and then so-called upper class as well. Okay, but Prithvinarayan Saha always used to go to Bishenagarji to get the brilliant ideas about collecting fund, bringing people in their army, isn't it? हो, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि knowledge can be with anyone else. We should not underestimate. We should listen everyone. They also might have extremely brilliant ideas. We should not forget this truth. हामीले यो ट्रुथलाई बिर्सिनु हुँदैन. If we forget this truth, then such people overtake us, isn't it? हामीले यदि त्यस्ता मान्छेहरुलाई बिर्सौं भने they will overtake, and yes, of course, we have to lament at the end. हामीले अन्त्यमा पश्चाताप गर्न बाहेक कुनै विकल्प हुँदैन. This is the thing that the poem has been trying to persuade us, isn't it? हामीले कविताले भन्न खोजेको कुरा यति नै हो. Okay, so thank you very much. If you are here in this channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe the channel, and if you like the video, don't forget to give thumbs up to the video. And if you have some sort of problems, मेरो भिडियो हेरिसकेपछि पनि if you feel that this is quite questionable part, okay, मलाई अझै पनि यो पार्टमा चाहिँ अझै मलाई क्वेशन गर्न मन लाग्यो, then feel free to comment below. Okay, तल कमेन्ट गर्न नभुल्नु होला. Okay, so in our upcoming video we will see you with a very beautiful chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay at home very safely. Okay, let's fight together with COVID-19 pandemic, and let's keep ourselves learning. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Bye bye.